So what is the difference between coaching and mentoring? That's the question I'm going to explore this week in this short video. Hi there, my name is Pete Last and I set myself a challenge for 2021 of doing a weekly video to track through a year in the life of an executive coach. One of the first things I was asked to do as I started to work towards my diploma that I'm working towards with the Institute of Leadership and Management was to think about the differences between coaching and mentoring. And I wanted to share this diagram, which is quite helpful in helping me and has also been helpful in helping my clients understand the difference between coaching and mentoring. So this diagram, this spectrum, was devised by a gentleman called Miles Downey, and mentoring sits at the bottom left corner of this diagram where it's labelled more directive, and pure coaching is up at the top right of this diagram, non-directive, listening to understand, really listening to the client and not offering one's own opinions or suggestions, but really just focusing on what the client is saying. And it's often said that mentoring is usually a longer term relationship between a mentor and a client, and mentoring will often also be happening within the context of a line management structure, because it's usually assumed the mentor is somebody that's got expertise and experience within a certain sector. So I've spent 30 years within the world of education, and I'm very experienced at that. I've been a housemaster, a head of department, a deputy head, and a headmaster. So I have a good deal of experience and expertise, and it's not surprising perhaps that I work with a number of clients who are themselves working in education. And mentoring is definitely part and parcel of the relationship I have with those clients. However, I also work with clients who've got absolutely nothing whatsoever to do with the world of education. They are involved in the world of law, management, accountancy, working in industry, areas that I know absolutely nothing about. So with them, I tend to find myself working more at the coaching end, listening, asking them key questions, and then listening carefully to their responses to help me understand how I might be able to support their development moving forwards. Interestingly, what I actually find in many coaching sessions with clients is we flex. Within even one session, we flex between coaching and mentoring. And I always do that with my client's permission. Because regardless of whether I have experience of working in a particular sector or not, what I do have quite a lot of experience of is working with people and leading people and helping to support and develop them. So I will always preface a contribution that I am going to make by asking my clients permission. Would it be all right if I offered a couple of thoughts to you at this point? And if they say no, they never have yet, but if they said no, then obviously I would remain at the coaching end of this spectrum and keep asking questions and keep listening. But actually, some of the most helpful conversations I've had with clients have been when we have just started to think about how my experience of maybe dealing with somebody who's difficult to manage, difficult to deal with, how my experiences might translate across into a different setting. Because often I think having somebody else's sort of external objective eye on things helps people who feel stuck. It helps them unlock what are potentially quite difficult situations. So this is an important part of what I'm doing with clients at the moment, and I'm learning as I go. But it's clear to me that both coaching, pure coaching, asking questions and listening, and mentoring both have a place in a healthy relationship between a coach and a client. I'd be very happy to discuss that further, either in the comments or directly with you if you'd like to contact me, and we can chat things through. But thank you very much indeed for watching, and join me next week for week 6 in a year in the life of an executive coach.